With using maybe, how did you heal your addiction to certainty? How did you work that out by using maybe?
I had no idea I was addicted to certainty. I just was a worrier. I had a lot of anxiety. It was taking a toll on my health. I wasn't really pursuing the things I wanted in my life. And one day I went to my Qigong teacher and I said, "Oh, you don't understand what's happening. This is bad. That's bad. What's going to happen?" And he slowed me down. He said, "Allison, I'm going to tell you a story." Right. He told me a story about a farmer. And he said there was a farmer and he had a horse and the horse ran away. And their neighbor came by and said, "Oh, you have the worst luck." And the farmer's like, "Maybe." And the next day the horse came back with 5 mares. And the neighbor came by and said, "You have the best luck." And the farmer's like, "Maybe." And the next day the farmer's son was on the horse and he broke his leg. And their neighbor came by and said, "Oh, you have the worst luck." And the farmer's like, "Maybe." And the next day the army came to take the son away. But they couldn't take him because his leg was broken. And the neighbor came by and said, "You have the best luck." And the farmer's like, "Maybe."
Maybe.
And if you speak to the Taoist story, if you speak to a Taoist, the meaning behind the story is that life keeps changing. It keeps moving. But for me, when I heard that story, it changed everything for me. Because all of a sudden I realized that the horse could run away, but he could also come back. That there was this place that it didn't have to be bad. There was another way. And all of a sudden, for the first time in my life, it was like I felt this breath, this opening. I didn't feel stuck anymore. There was this idea that no matter what was happening, there was this maybe. There was this opening. There was this possibility. And for the first time also, my mind just completely stopped thinking. And I went to this neutral state of where I was just present. Because of maybe, because
is that maybe a hope thing? Is it like to be open to hope? Is that maybe?
Well, yes, it's very hopeful to think that you're not doomed. That life doesn't have to just turn out one way. Right. That there are many ways. And when you start to open up to many ways, things start happening. Life starts happening. Things start moving.
I love that story. Actually, that was one of the first stories I've heard, and I have to memorize it for myself because I love that story, and it actually pulls you right into maybe.
It pulls you right
Simply,
into hope and possibility. Because within uncertainty, there's hope. There is possibly, we're afraid that we don't know. So we think it's going to be bad, but maybe it'll be good. Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe it's a constant reminder. It's a light that always shines no matter how dark it is. That until our last breath, there's this opening, there's this maybe. Okay. And for me, it changed everything.